We have 7 principles, but what brings all the principles together is the 8th concept, which is Huna itself. So let's see what this story has to tell us. In this story, we need Hina. This is a very young and beautiful Hina this time. Okay, good. We need a young and handsome chief. We'll come over here, Hina, for a moment. We need a young and handsome chief.
Nope.
Nope, that's not our young and handsome. All right, somebody who hasn't been up, I guess most people have been up actually. All right, Daniel, why don't you come up here again? Okay. All right. And actually, Daniel, you'll be over here. No? Okay. This is the chief Makali. The story starts with just these two. From a very distant land, let me tell you how distant. The star cluster, and first of all, let me explain, this is a traditional Kauai story. And it can be found in one of the books of research, very well researched by Martha Beckwith, called Hawaiian Mythology. And this is a story from this island. None of the other islands have this story. From a very great distance, and to tell you how great a distance, the star cluster of the Pleiades. Down from those stars came a chief called Makali, which is today what the Hawaiians call the Pleiades. And Makali landed on Kauai on the eastern shore. And let me see if it gave a place here. Wailua, of course. Sacred Wailua is where he landed. And Makali then began surfing. So he's surfing the waves in the bay of Wailua. And so people came to watch, and people saw him, and the women saw him, and he was handsome, and he was good, and wow! And the stories traveled across the island and all beyond the island and into the mystical land of Kahiki, which is not Tahiti down south, okay? It's a mystical land over the horizon where Hina lived. And Hina heard about this handsome surfer and figured she was going to go see herself what this was all about. So she was no mean surfer herself. So Hina travels to Kauai, all the way over to Wailua. She sees this guy out there surfing, gets her surfboard, and joins him on the waves, and they surf together. Now this has special meaning in Hawaiian mystical language, okay? So they surfed together for a while, had a very good time, and when they were finished surfing, why, they say goodbye, and Makali'i went back to the Pleiades, and from this surfing venture came Maui. Now, just to make things simple, why don't you come up and play Maui again? Okay. So Maui was born to Hina, his mother. And Maui grew up, and Hina taught him what she knew and what she'd learned from Makali'i. And so Maui grew up as a shaman. And one day then, Hina went back to Kahiki. Thank you. And Maui went to a place on Kauai called Mokulua and decided to visit his father. That's where his father left from. And so Maui went there and climbed the coconut tree and leaped off into the heavens, visited his father in the Pleiades, and became so famous they named a star after him. The brightest star in the Pleiades in Hawaiian is called Maui. And then Maui came back and continued his adventures on Earth. Okay? Thank you very much. We have two things going here. When we use the word Huna, H-U-N-A, the word in Hawaiian means secret, but it's the kind of secret that is hard to see, not the secret that you keep from people. There's a word for that in Hawaiian. It's called Huna. But the word for the philosophy is Huna. Big difference. And the secret I'm going to share with you. The secret is contained in the two syllables, hu and na. Because hu is a word that means bursting forth, okay, rising up like a fountain, effervescing, and is related to the concept of chaotic energy, and that's male. Na means quiet, calm, still. That's related to form. In Hawaiian thinking, that's female. And so in the word Huna, we have the combination of male and female, and when they mated, they formed the wave. And the wave they form in the story was Maui. And the word Maui means one who likes to stir things up. That's what the roots of the word mean. Right? One who likes to stir things up. And that's what Maui always did. And that's what male and female energies do. They keep life going. And bringing those two energies in every individual, in every situation, in every aspect of life is what Huna is all about and what it has to teach. With that, we bring our storytelling to a close. This has been a lot of fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Aloha and mahalo.